Let's play Harvest Moon 64. Harvest Moon 64 was the first Harvest Moon game I had the wonderful experience of enjoying when it was fresh right off the market. And so for that reason, it has a lot of nostalgia for me. I think this one kind of set the bar for the ones I played later. And I have to say, I think even today I like this one more than I like the other ones. For a lot of reasons. I mean, a lot of people complain about how fast the days move and stuff like that. But I don't think that is really the problem with this game. I think that actually makes the game more fun. Because it requires you to be a little bit more time management and really make your steps and stuff count. There are some things in this game, though, that I think that if they were to remake, like a Harvest Moon 64 HD remake or a remaster, that they could add just like quality of life things, like things that they have in the newer versions that they just don't have in this game. But if I were to remake this game, I probably wouldn't do anything with the difficulty of it. I would just add some like quality of life changes. And I'll talk about that more as we get into the gameplay. This Let's Play, whatever you want to call it, is not really meant to be a walkthrough or a guide. So if that's what you're looking for, there are like 100 different ones on the internet that you could find. This is more of just me trying to have some fun and recording the commentary and the videos for those who also like to enjoy watching others play their favorite games. I am playing this on the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pass thing. I did the favor of cropping out the annoying border that you would see normally, because I don't think it would be fun to watch it in that way. So hopefully that doesn't distort the image or make it hard to watch. And I already have a name and picked out for my farm and my character and my dog and my horse, just because I didn't want to be caught off guard by that and have to come up with a name. So I have names picked out already, but let's just get into the game. I'm really excited to do a Let's Play, but I'm going to go with Archer. Archer's a good name for, I think, anybody. And when I make character names or animal names in this game, I like to use all 6 letters that they allow you to use. Since it's kind of a short name, I like to use all the letters. And we'll enter my ranch's name. I think I'm just going to call it Casual, because if you didn't know, this is the Gaming Casual. Welcome to Let's Play Harvest Moon 64. This is the first episode. Enter dog's name. We're just going to go with Arnold. I like Arnold. It's a good name. I chose my birthday as winter just because I think it's a good season. I don't know. Well, anyways, this is going to be probably one of the first things I do every morning in this game is you want to check the weather. Well, at least I do. And at the beginning of each month, we might want to look at this channel because it tells you all the festivals and the days that the festivals take place on in this month. And this was an educational program. I never really utilized this as a kid, but it does have some tips and tricks that you might be able to use. And this channel is just fuzzy, so there's nothing on that, but this is the calendar, and I like to, not that it matters, mark the days of importance. So we got the Sowing Festival on the 8th, the horse races on the 17th, and the Flower Festival on the 23rd. So we're going to mark those in my calendar and start the farming. Who is this? Nice to meet you. I'm the mayor. I'm sure you have lots of questions. Shall I show you around the village? No. Well, goodbye. See you later. The text box dialogue in this game moves kind of funky, so it can be choppy when I read. which is why I'm not going to read every text. Probably mostly just cutscenes and things like that. So, and if we go over here, this is the Green Ranch. If you go here in the first spring, you get a free horse. If you don't, you lose out. Cliff is hard to please. Do you like horses? Oh, you do. You seem like a nice guy. You can tell that by looking at me. Say, I need to ask you something. Are you listening? Wait here a minute. She just asked me if I liked horses, and then she assumed I was a nice guy because I said yes. Hey, brother. What are you about him? Reflexes are quick. Seems good, don't you think? I don't think so. That's Gray. Hey, brother. I'm sorry, my brother is a social disaster. Truth is, we want you to enter in the local horse race. We'll give you Cliff's brother. Ah, a free horse, you say? Do you think you can do it? If you can be responsible and giving, you can take the pony. Yeah, sure, why not? I'll take the pony off your hands. Okay, I'll bring it to your farm. I wonder what's wrong with it. I mean, thank you, do your best, and win the next race. Oh yes, give him a name. I don't think many people would just give you a free animal, unless there was something wrong with it. But let's name my horse. I will go with Spirit, because it's a simple horse name, and there's a movie about a horse named Spirit, so let's go with that. It's good enough for me. Spirit, huh? That's a good name. Please take good care of him. If you treat him with love, he'll grow up to be strong. Do your best. I will too. I'll drop by sometimes. I don't know if you need to drop by at all, but you're welcome to. Eventually, I hope to make friends with everybody, so all are welcome onto my farm. But I would like to know what time to expect you. Anyways, let's go to, I think this is like the mountain area, at least the base of the mountain, and talk to this guy. This guy will give you a fishing pole if you talk to him. Maybe, I don't know if there's a time limit on when you have to talk to him, but I always talk to him on the first day, so I can be sure to get my fishing pole. I think fishing is fun in this game. It's a little difficult, but if you are patient and paying attention, you can catch a lot of fish in this game. The only thing that is kind of problematic about fishing all the time is it wastes a lot of time. But we need to make sure that we cut lumber a little bit every day until we have enough lumber to get extensions for our house. This is the head carpenter. He can tell us about extensions and mountains if you want to talk to him, but I guess you do want to talk to them because it builds affection towards them, or at least for them for you. I don't know how many times you have to talk to them though, because I think you can talk to them more than once a day to boost affection. I think once they start repeating themselves, it's okay to stop. But these are the extensions that you were talking about. You can get a kitchen, a bathroom, a stairway. Greenhouse is the most expensive and hardest to get. Log terrace and a baby bed. Eventually want to get them all. So I'm going to try to get them all. This playthrough will only run until the 3rd summer, when I get my farm evaluated by my father. And he will tell me if I do a good enough job to keep it. I've never ever lost the game, or never, like, where he said I did a bad job, so I don't know if it's even possible. But hopefully it isn't, because I'm not always that good at games. Hello, eh? These are the harvest sprites, and you want to make sure that they're your friends so you can help save the vineyard when it comes time to it. We haven't been to the vineyard yet, but these things that I'm collecting, like this thing in my hand right here, is called medicinal herb. It can help boost stamina, or give you stamina, and help you lose fatigue. These are moondrop flowers. You can't sell flowers, but they're good gifts, and that's what I prefer to give to people, because I like to ship all my shippable items out and get money for them. Come in here, we get another cutscene. This is the vineyard. Gosh, what a terrible father. You should let me have my way. What? Don't be so selfish, Karen. What an undutiful daughter. I don't know what undutiful that means, but it's probably not a good thing. This is Karen's home. That man you saw was her father. That's her mom. I don't want to talk to her right now, though, because I have a flower in my hand, and if you talk to people in this game with anything in your hand, you will give it to them instantly, and you can't get it back. And I want to save this flower for Maria. So I'm going to drop off Berry Berry, because I want the edible herb to give to someone for a recipe. So normally I give my dog edible herbs because they sell for the least amount of money. But you want to feed your dog every day because that helps build affection with him. This is the flower shop owner. She sells you seeds that you need to grow crops and things. So it's good to come in here and buy seeds from her. This is Potpourri's mom as well. But I'm going to buy cabbages for my first go. Cabbages take the longest, but they sell for more. Technically, though, you could get more money by just spamming turnips, because you can get more growth cycles out of them, because they take less time to grow. But I want cabbages for some recipes. These are the prices of the in-season crops. These are the same types of flowers we were picking up in the mountains. You can grow them and give them as gifts, or you don't have to. These are grass seeds. Eventually I'll be buying these for sure, because I'll want to plant grass in my field. It's so you can get free fodder for your cows and sheep and things like that, because it's expensive to buy it from the Green Ranch, and he would recommend that you grow your own anyways. But let's go to Maria before her library closes. She's kind of the shy one of the bunch of all the gals that you can marry in this game. You can tell if you can marry them by looking at the bottom right hand corner of the little text box. If they have a heart there, that means they're marryable. Their hearts change color as your affection with them rises, or at least their affection towards you rises. And I don't remember what colors go to what. But this is the midwife. The midwife is the mother of the shipper guy who picks up all your stuff that you ship. And I don't know. She helps deliver your baby when you have one, but you want to make sure you're friends with her as well. Let's go over here. This is the potion master. If you give him an edible herb, he will give you a recipe, so I'm going to do that. You can give him a medicinal one as well, I think. He'll give you the same recipe, but since it doesn't matter, I'll give him this. You might get more affection with the other one. Miso soup with sprouts. So nice, we got a recipe. You can't cook in this game, so they're just kind of recipes you collect. They're for collection. And I think they're important for getting a good ending. I'm not sure 100%, but I'll try to get all of them in this playthrough. And let's go talk to Saibara. If you give him an edible herb, he'll also give you a recipe. Yes, I'm the son of the grandson of the old farmer. He makes souvenirs. He's an old gentleman. I don't know what else he does. You can't really ever buy anything from him, except for maybe that vase eventually, but you need to give him something for it to upgrade. But we'll give him this thing, and we'll get the Sesame Dandelion recipe. Probably good for you. This is Rick's shop. It's hardly ever open. It's closed on Wednesdays and weekends. And for some reason, rainy days. I don't know why. And this is a guy. I don't know his name. But he's here at the bakery. And you can talk to him, and he is quite the chatterbox. But I don't know much more about him. You can buy cakes, pies, cookies. If you buy the cake, pie, or cookies from this counter, you can give them away as gifts or whatever if you want to. But also they have a menu. If you buy things from here, you'll eat them right here on the spot. The prices aren't any cheaper, but we'll just take some water because I think water also gives you a little bit of stamina. Not that I've done a whole lot today yet. This is the old lady of the village. She likes to sit out here on her rocking chair on nice sunny days and warm days with her granddaughter, I guess, Ellie. And you can marry Ellie. When I played this game as a kid, the only people I ever married was Potpourri, Karen, or maybe Anne one time. But not very often would I marry Anne. Mostly it was Potpourri, and I used to marry Karen, at least for the first couple playthroughs of this game, because she was easier to find. She's usually hanging out at the bar, so you can talk to her, and there's an exploit that you can use by showing her your dog a bunch of times, and so she was always the easiest to marry. And it takes a lot of work to find all the other ones. This is the barn. Eventually it's going to be filled up with cows and sheep, but right now it's empty. But it's a good idea to come into the barn or the chicken coop to drop off any of your shippable items, because the time in this game moves fast. And for whatever reason, the time continuum stops when you're inside of a building, and so time doesn't move. So it's a good thing to use that. This is the chicken coop. It's empty. It will be filled at some point. But I want to prepare my land for some seeds, so I need to fill my watering can up. If you come over here to this tree, you can get a map that will help us find music boxes later. And let's work on this field, shall we? You got to be careful because you can hit your animals in this game, and they don't like it. So a lot of times the horse and the dog will like to run up on you and get close to you, so it can be kind of dangerous using your tools. I've accidentally hit my animals a couple times. You never feel good about it, but when they get in your way, it's like, you guys kind of deserve that one. Especially because there's no good way to get them to move out of the way. At least when the horse is young and you can't even ride it. So my guy is starting to sweat. When he starts doing things like that, it's a good indication that he's getting or losing stamina. That kind of gives you an idea of where you're at, how much longer you can keep working. It is kind of dangerous to work at night because I think you build fatigue when you work at night. But I don't know at what time of the night that starts. I kind of think it's more dangerous if you work past 10, because when you go to sleep, you wake up at 6 o'clock the next day, and I think you want to get at least 8 hours of sleep every night in order to avoid from getting fatigued. But that's just my personal belief. I don't know if it's true. I might just start building if you use any tools after it gets dark. I don't know. But this is the bar. We want to talk to folks here. I'm going to give Kai here a very berry. That's why I've been saving them, because he will give you a recipe as well. So let's get that old very berry out. Hand him the very berry. I think he gives you some kind of what is it? Oh, a very berry wine recipe. That's what it is. I just talked to him for the first time, and he's like, "You're gonna run that farm," and tries not to laugh at me. That's rude, man. You don't think I can do it or what? That's Gray. I don't think I've talked to him yet either. I want to try to talk to everybody in this village before this video is over. So, don't you look familiar? Are you a tourist? I'm not a tourist. Come on. So, allegedly, I mean, I grew up here at some point, if I remember right, but no one remembers me. I mean, I was here for the funeral for my grandpa, right? At least that opening cutscene seemed to imply that. I thought everyone was at the funeral. I don't know, maybe not. This is the menu. We can get wine, liquor, beer, milk. You can build your alcohol tolerance up. But right now, everything's too expensive, so I'm just going to go with the water. And also you can't hit the B button to exit that menu, so you have to hit something. It's almost 9 o'clock. So let's head home and figure out what to do with the remaining time. Late at night, it's you can kind of use that time to do something, but it's up to you. Maybe I'll just break some rocks and clear some more area, because I want to get potatoes tomorrow. And look at that, my animals are coming up to me, so I'm moving away from them because I don't want to accidentally hit them. But if they did get hit, it would be their fault at that point. They ran up on me. But I wouldn't want to, because it's hard to build the affection with these guys anyways. This is the estimate. Figured I'd show you the estimate. Just gives you an idea how your farm's doing. Not a lot of information. This is the photo album. Got a picture of me and my grandpappy. But I want to try to collect as many photos as I can in this playthrough, so eventually that will be filled up. I don't know if I'll be able to get them all. It's kind of hard to do that. Which I think is one of the things that they would should change about the next story of season. Maybe not making them, or the remake of this, is just make the photos not so hard to get. Because the timeline is kind of small. And the process you have to go to get some of the photos is kind of hard to understand, I think. So you just need to make the photo getting a little less complicated. Because even if you took away just the complications of getting the photos, because you have to get the girls to like you in a specific order, and you can't get married before you get them. Because if you're married, then the girls won't want to take photos with you. It gets weird. I think that should go away. I don't think it should matter. If you're married and you take a photo with your friend, I don't think it's a big deal. But apparently in this game it is. So before I get married, I have to get as many of those photos as I can get. But we'll fish a little bit. And I got myself a medium fish. That's a good catch. The medium fish sell for about 100 G. And the small fish sell for like 30 G. I tend to feed my dog the small fish if I can, because the edible herbs sell for 40. So that's 10 G more than the fish sells for. So I usually try to give my dog the cheapest thing I can, because that's just how I am. Oh yeah, I haven't talked to you yet. This is Anne. She's got red hair and a white bow in her hair. You can also give the fish as gifts, but the large fish that you catch sell for 180. If you throw a little small fish in here like I just did, you can get a blue power berry from the water imp that lives here. And it says you won't get tired in the rain, but I don't know if that's true. I think maybe it's supposed to stop you from getting sick in the rain, because when you work in the rain, it builds fatigue. I can sell my fish and make money. I did not know that. Thank you, sir, for teaching me. Oh, wise one. If you give this guy a medium-sized fish, or even maybe a small fish, but I'm not sure, he'll give you a recipe. But I don't remember what the recipe's called. Got the grilled trout cheese recipe. So that's going to be pretty good. And we will cut this. Make sure that I collect my lumber that I need. And we got to go talk to these harvest sprites. But first, I should go up here. I always tend to forget about these folks up here in the mountains. Kind of far and out of the way. So it is hard to remember them. But there's some old people that lives up here. And since you want to get a certain amount of accumulative affection with all the villagers, you really want to talk to as many people a day as you can possibly talk to. I don't really do a good job of remembering to come up here, though. But I wanted to get a recipe from her, so that's one of the main reasons that reminded me, because I just got the recipe from that guy who gave me I gave the fish to. You give her an edible herb, she'll give you a recipe. Dumplings, you should try making some. Now, I don't remember if I said this, but you can't cook in this game. They're just collectibles. But I think that if they were to remake this game, they should let you cook once you get your kitchen. I think that'd be fun. And you could give your cooked dishes as gifts. I don't know if they should let you sell your cooked recipes, because that's kind of weird. But I'll give you a flower. Here you go, little buddy. He doesn't remember, but he will. And grab my medicinal herbs for later. And let's go over here. Grab this flower and head on off. Gotta remember to give a flower to Maria, because I think I've heard that you need to get Maria to like you first to get her photo. But I've heard that if you get a pink hearts with other girls before Maria, she won't want to. But maybe that's not right. If you guys have tips and tricks, you can share them in the comment section below. But I also need to get these potatoes. That's another reason why I came in here. I don't have anything to give her. Otherwise, I probably would have. But it's getting late. You can see the light changing a little bit. Oh yeah, I gotta talk to Rick. His shop is still open. I wasn't sure if it was going to be, but we also want to make sure we give Rift stuff too. And I'll give him this. I don't know if there's if the people have favorite gifts in this game, but I'll give him the edible herb since it's the cheapest thing I can give him right now. Other than the flower, but the flower's from Maria. Because I think the girls like flowers more than they like anything else, but maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe just it's the thought that counts, right? But they definitely don't like it when you give them rocks or certain gifts. I've had bad experiences giving like fish to some people. So that would be something they should add. I know in newer versions of like Story of Seasons and stuff, they can give you an idea what their character's favorite gifts are as you give them gifts, and it like keeps a log. And it can also tell you like what your friendship level is with the different villagers. I don't really know if I like that menu on the Story of Seasons games where you can go check. I think it'd be better if they left it like they do with the hearts. Just have a little smiley face or something on the text box of the characters that you're trying to become friends with, to let you know if they're friendly with you or not. Sometimes I think less is more. I feel like if they added all the same kind of information in a remake of this game, it would lose its charm that it has. But certain things they should definitely add, like a stamina bar or a fatigue bar, so you know what your fatigue and your stamina is at. Just so you have a more accurate idea how much you can actually do. But I don't know, that might make it easier. Because there is something thrilling about just kind of guessing if you're going to get knocked out from working too hard or not. I don't know. I feel like if they were to remake this game, they'd have to be really careful, because you'd probably turn off a lot of the people who liked this game from buying it. So if they were going to make the days longer, they should have like a difficulty setting. Easier should be the days be longer, and hard should be the game as it is now, with just maybe a little bit updated visuals. But I don't know. If they ever did make a remake, I'd probably buy it anyways, just to give it a shot, or watch a Let's Play of it and see how other people like it. Let's typically what I do now is I watch someone else play it first before, at least the first couple of videos, just to get an idea if they even like it. I don't know what to do. I guess I should get rid of these weeds. I think the weeds can cause trouble with your crops, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Ooh, almost hit my horse there. Might need to refill that thing. But I don't have time to really... I want to get rid of these weeds. I don't really have time to make a whole nother plot for my plants. So I'm just going to cut these weeds down and get to bed. Yeah. I mean, I only have maybe 15 minutes left of this day. So let's eat my rice balls, rice rolls, and look at the weather. The gameplay in this is pretty repetitive. I don't know how this game is fun though. It is just so fun. I don't understand the psychology of how this game is fun, but it is. And I think it's even a lot more fun than even like some of the other games I've played, because I just like the fast-paced nature of this game. It feels like you're getting stuff done, and when you accomplish things or get things done, it feels better because it was hard to do. And it's not like an unreasonable challenge. It's just, you know, you live and learn, and it's not deeply detrimental, you know. I find it really hard to lose this game, but I feel like even the fact that you can lose it is kind of crazy, because I've never been able to lose even on accident. I think I'd really have to like really be bad at this game to lose. Now it is hard to get a perfect ending, but that's not a bad thing. It should be hard to be perfect. Well, let's get my stuff. I tried to catch something, but I don't really catch a whole lot in these rivers. I catch more at the beach, to be honest, and I'll probably have to fish at the beach later. I don't really think I need to narrate everything I'm going to do or be doing. I'm just gonna comment, because I'll be saying the same thing over and over all day. I'm gonna go to the mountains, I'm gonna go this, I gotta go to that. You know what my routine is. It will change depending on how the game develops, but for now, at least in the first month, this is generally what I do. Just try to be as friendly as I can to the villagers, try to give Maria gifts, and fish as often as I'm able to, because fishing's fun. I think if they made if they did a remake of this game, they should maybe improve on the fishing. I liked the fishing in Wonderful Life, where you had to push the button to catch a fish. And I think they should add the ability to upgrade your fishing pole, which I don't think I've talked about the way you upgrade tools. You have to use them instead of mining and upgrading your level with them and then getting the appropriate ore to upgrade them. You just use them and they upgrade, depending on how many times you use them. Here's your present for the day. An edible herb. I think you get the original tools and then a silver version and then a gold version. But it's kind of a good thing they don't have mining, because mining is kind of a thing I don't really like in Harvest Moon games. Especially when you need it to craft stuff. I really don't like crafting. In like any game I play. I find crafting to be kind of, at least for me, not very fun. But we'll turn in my shipping items. I guess Minecraft is different because it's kind of the point of the game. But a lot of times it feels like they just kind of add crafting as like just to have something. And then you have to utilize it. Even though I'd be perfectly fine just getting a potion or buying something or finding an item that could do the same thing that I could craft. But that's just me. I am a gaming casual. Sometimes when you have to... I'm trying not to hit this horse. He doesn't want to move. What a jerk. I guess if he gets hit at this point, it's his own fault. But luckily I somehow missed. I feel like I've hit my animals by doing similar things just like this. And I don't normally play at this angle. Usually I just I change the angle. But I think a lot of people like this angle when viewing Harvest Moon 64 Let's Plays, so I'm learning a new way to play this game as I'm doing it. Also, I don't know if changing the camera angle on your farm wastes time, and it might, so if any time I can save is time I'm going to save. So let's head back on to the bar. Talk to Kai. I think the music in this game is pretty good too. A lot of variation in the music. Every season has a different general theme for your farm. It could be a little bit better, but at the time when I was a young kid, I loved the music. Karen's so mean. I don't know why anyone would want to marry her. Let's talk to old Gotts, I think is his name. If I remember right, that's Karen's father. I'm trying to remember if I've talked to everybody yet. I don't think I've actually talked to their mom, or the mom of Karen yet, so might have to do that at some point. I should probably be friends with him too, since he's a member of this village, and I don't know if you need to be friends with him to help save the vineyard. Let's try to do some fishing, because I tend to have better luck at night at the beach. But I don't know if you have to be fishing in the daytime to catch the power berry on the beach. I think it's just a random chance you have of catching it. So it could take a while, or it could be quick. Ah, darn it. What time is it? I have a little bit of time. One more cast. Ah! Oh, dang it. That was quick. What? Hey, large fish. There we go. That's what I want. I can call it a night. I plan on using that large fish to give to the water imp that was in that pond. If you give him a large fish, he will give you a power berry as well. So probably tomorrow, after watering my crops, I'll get that. I don't remember if I whistled for you all today, so let's do that now. Yeah, it's time for bed. It's actually kind of late. Usually like to be in bed by 10. It's 11. Eat my rice balls. Check my weather. Hey, we've been getting clear weather. That's pretty good. I'll take that as a good sign. And we'll head back out. So this is the next growth cycle of the cabbages. As you can see, I won't be able to get into the center. You can't walk over your crops like in some Harvest Moon games. They're kind of like a wall. But that's alright. We will make do. I like being able to water them this way. Eventually, when you get your watering can all the way to gold, you can water a 9x9 square. But for now, we're just going to cut this lumber so we can easily move around this spot. I like to work on my field as I go. Some people like to just do a lot of work on the field like quickly. And that's what I used to do when I first played this game, would get my field all set up nicely. And then I'd go make friends. But I find that's not so good if you want to get photos. So kind of have to deal with the chaos that's going on out in their field. Feed my dog with the berry, so I don't have to remember to feed him later. This is Stu, and I think his other kid, his name is Kent. They're the local youths of the village. They get it up to all kinds of trouble, I would imagine. You like the big fish, do ya? Well, I like catching them. I also will eventually need to catch another large fish, because if you give a large fish to the fisherman, he'll give you a recipe. So I don't know if I'll be able to catch one in this episode, but maybe. I caught one. There's always a chance. Hey, there's a lot of people out here. So since there's a lot of people out here, it's a good time to give them flowers, since they're so easily available out here. So I'm going to grab some more flowers and give one to as many people as I can. Pick up that one, that one. Here's a rabbit. And there's that one. Pick up that one. I think you might be able to pick up all the animals that you see too. Here you go, Karen. And here you go, carpenter guy. And you get a flower too. You catch more fish in the early morning. I've never found that to be true. Maybe it's one of those things that the characters just say, but it's not true. As I catch, like I said before, I catch more fish at night at the beach. I'll probably repeat myself millions of times. Medicinal herbs. Berry. I should get some more flowers. That was the last flower. We need this one for Maria. So, sorry, Mr. Potion Shop Master, you don't get a flower today. But everyone else, you're lucky. Sorry, Harris. I don't think I've talked to... No, I did talk to Harris. Alright, he was at the bar, I believe. Usually he's at the bar. I don't know. Maybe I haven't talked to him. But I can't talk to him now. I got a flower to deliver. You're welcome. You said this yesterday. Today's Saturday? I could have sworn it was Friday since you said that yesterday. I won't get discouraged, Mr. Mayor. He's like, I heard your grandpa just got too old to work the farm. Yeah, he died of old age. I think that's getting pretty old. I actually don't know what my grandpa died from. I could assume. I don't even think it tells you. I have talked to Harris. Things move so quickly in this game, and I don't know. Delivering all my stuff. I think the shipper is going to be here soon. So if I can get this all loaded up before he gets here, I'll get my money. And we're going to want to get a lot of money. I mean, you can get a lot of money by just selling crops and stuff. But it takes a while, and I need money now. 770, that jumped up quite a ways. I think it was like 430 just a moment ago. Well, let's get my pole out, cast it out, and wait for the magic. Wait for the magic? Hey! Aw, darn it. I guess it's not always good magic. Sometimes it feels like I'm either releasing too early or too late. I feel like sometimes when I fish, though, like I'll release at the same time I normally would release, and I don't always catch something. I am using a wireless controller, though, so I don't know if there's any kind of delay in the wireless connection. that could cause issues. Or maybe it's just a random chance if you catch a fish at all. Here you go. You can have 1, 2. I don't expect anything from you. Just take my gift. Just take it and ask no questions about it. Can't you see, mister? I'm a friendly person. I have no ulterior motives here. Everyone thinks the least of me. I mean, I do just want to beat this game, but they don't know they're in a game, do they? Alright, I have 13 uses, so I'll probably have to fill this thing. And it's best to do it now. Won't take too much energy to do that. Build up my watering can and let's go. Time for bed. Stupid rock. You can bring your dog in. I don't know if it matters to bring him in if it's raining or not. I hope it doesn't matter, but maybe to be safe I will check the weather and bring him in before it rains. There's a lot of things about this game that I don't know about with the way affection works. But from watching other Let's Plays in the past, I remember some things, but just not everything. I really haven't played Harvest Moon 64 properly in a long time. Hey. Hello, the Sowing Festival will be held in the square tomorrow. Join us if you like. Well, goodbye. See you later. See you later, Mr. Mayor. Whistle for my dog. I don't think it will hurt your dog or animals if you just accidentally put water on them. So this is okay, but normally I wouldn't want to whistle for them until after I've done any kind of work with my tools. Nice. Oops. Sometimes I accidentally double water. That one just gets a little extra love, I guess. I guess it's better than missing a square altogether, which I tend to do. Alright. I guess we'll do the old routine again. I feel like I'm living in... I'm in the movie Groundhog's Day. Every day's the same. I mean, people's general schedule changes, but day to day it seems very similar. And sometimes the days kind of run together and you're like, did I feed my chickens today or was that yesterday? Or like, and then you always end up double checking if you fed your chickens or something. Because you don't want to not feed your animals because you get sick. I don't think I got any lumber yesterday, so I should get another lumber today. Just to keep up. You get 6 lumber per stump. And if I want to get that greenhouse or any of the upgrades, I need to get at least a piece of lumber a day. Or a stump a day. And I think you can only hold 999 pieces, so... Hey, he's remembering. He's learning the language. As I talk to him and become friends with him, he gets... well, he's not learning it, he's remembering it. Let's go in here. Because there's more of them in here. And I think I've heard on another Let's Play that all their affection is connected. But I think that if you talk to all of them, you can boost the affection that you get from them faster. Because they all act as an individual, even though collectively they are sharing their affection towards you. But that might not be true. You can let me know in the comments section below if that's even true or if I'm full of it. Give my dog the old edible herb. Hopefully he likes it. It just turns into a pile of mush, so I'm assuming it doesn't matter what you feed them. Or your dog. So I hope it doesn't. Hey, lady. You said that yesterday, and the day before that, and the day before that one. Hey, there's a lot of kids in here. You're holding a study class? And Harris is in here. Do you like books? It's just that you come here so often. She said something different today. That must mean she's starting to like me. That's good. All is going to plan. You were watching Karen dancing? That's weird. Let's both do our best. What are you doing? What do you do in this town, Harris? Other than deliver the mail. Is it really hard to deliver mail to all 15 villagers? Nah, he works hard. It's probably a lot of walking. Like, my character has to run. And the fact that it takes like an hour just to walk from my house to the bar, it probably feels a lot harder for him than it actually looks. Especially since he just walks around in circles most of the day. This is the priest guy. I don't know if he has a name, but he teaches the kids school. If you go in that church, most days you can find the kids in there learning stuff. If you go in there on Sundays early in the morning, there's a lot of people there too. But I also gotta go talk to Karen's mom, since I have not done that yet. And I think she's one of the last people I need to talk to, if I remember right. I don't need anything, I just want to make sure you have nothing else to say. So I guess I do need to know if you have anything else to say. But other than that, no. Today is Sunday, so the bar isn't open on Sundays. So it's a good day to get a little extra stuff done, since you don't have to add that to your calendar. Karen likes to come out here to the beach sometimes. Sometimes she's standing on this dock, sometimes she's standing on the beach. She's always looking longingly out into the sea, waiting for a fish to bite. Trying to pay attention. It seems like it's taken forever. I don't know how long I should sit there and wait for a fish to bite. Sometimes they come quick, sometimes they don't. I got a little bit more time. Let's cast again. One more cast. Hey. Oh, darn it. What? Hey, got another medium fish. That's pretty good. I want that large fish, though. I probably should call it here. Get on home and go to bed. Tomorrow is the Sowing Festival. We want to be up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed for that thing. Luckily, you don't have to get there until before 6 p.m. So as long as I make it there before 6 p.m., I should be able to see the festival. But I don't plan to go in there first thing in the morning. I want to get some stuff done. So let's go to sleep. Sleep in my comfy bed. Eat my rice balls. And check the weather. Yeah, more sun. That's good. Getting pretty lucky with the weather. I think it's always a random chance of what the weather's going to be, so you're never guaranteed anything in life. I'll sell this thing. Sell this thing. I'll go get some more food for my dog as I do my normal routine in the mountains. But everything can go. Even this fish. That's going to give me an extra 100 today. That I don't normally have. So I'm probably going to be doing pretty good for money. I don't know. I guess I could be doing better. Especially if I had grown turnips. They would have been grown up by now. But I need to fill my watering can. It kind of sucks that the watering hole that you use to fill your watering can is all the way over there. I think if they were to remake this game, they should allow you to buy an extension to add another water source to fill your water at. Besides, I mean, you can get a greenhouse, but that's expensive. It'd be nice to get a cheaper, easier, more accessible water filling station closer to the other side of the field where I'm at. So that's something they should upgrade or add into the extensions if they were to remake this game. But I mean, it is kind of, one of those time management things. You have to decide if you really want to go and fill your watering can. Let's do a little fishing over here. I don't usually catch anything over here, though. Hey, I caught something. That's good. I mean, it's not like I don't ever catch anything over here, but I don't feel like I catch as much. With as many times as the bobber likes to jiggle, I feel like my catch ratio is not good for the river. Harvest sprites aren't out. Must be because it's a festival day. I still got some time. Gonna be cutting it kind of close, but I think we'll be alright. I don't need to get that much more stuff. There we go. Medicinal herbs. They are the highest shippable item you can find in the spring, other than the large fish and medium fish. But we'll ship that out, ship my medium fish. So that earns me an extra 200 today with the fish alone. That's pretty good. Yeah, it'd be interesting if, but the first fishing pole, you can only catch small fish, and then as you catch fish, you upgrade it to silver so you can catch the medium fish, and then upgrade it even further, you can catch a large fish, or something like that, or maybe just a higher rate of catching larger fish, or whatever. However they would want to program it, but I think it's kind of sad that the fishing pole doesn't have upgrades to it. I mean, not all the tools do, but I think the fishing pole is one that would rate upgrades. This year's king is a potion shop dealer. Please sow the seeds. Good luck. Tisk tisk, making such an old man do the job. What horrible masters. We are going to choose for an assistant. My grandchild. Okay. Going a little fast for the reading, but that's alright. I'm kind of looking at how long the video is going, and alright, so they go up in the balloon, they throw the seeds down, or watch us release the balloons that have the seeds on them. You want to talk to all the villagers while you are here. If you miss out on festivals, you lose happiness. And there's a happiness meter in this game that you want to make sure you keep up. There's no meter, but it's like tracked in the game code somewhere. I don't think I talked to the mayor's wife in this video yet. I don't think this counts as a introduction. Yeah, I think she was the only one I hadn't talked to. I don't remember talking to her. And I talked to the mayor for sure, so I missed one of all the villagers, but she's kind of hard to remember. Sometimes you can find her in the bakery, but release the balloons, let them go. Be free. And they have seeds on the balloons that eventually they pop and they plant somehow. I don't know if that actually worked that way, but you never know. Alright, so that will be it for this episode. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you have something to say, leave a comment. This is the Gaming Casual, and I'll see you in the next episode.